Proverbs 18:16 says, "A man's gift maketh room for him, and bringeth him before great men." Even when I fall, I still stand tall. Even through it all, I still conquer all. They try to tear me down, but I am like a tree that is planted by the waters. They try to tear me down, but I will not be moved.
Top down, wind blowing, no stop signs, no red lights, we rolling. Willow Spring, Chicago, no tow. Car rides, good love.
Hi, my name is JaLon, and I am a singer from Chicago, and I'm 19 years old.
We rolling. Willow Spring, Chicago, no.
As an artist, I don't really think there's like a certain lane that I would like to put myself in. I don't think I want to put myself in a certain space just yet. I'm still searching for what I like. I do know that I've been leaning more towards neo soul and jazz and inspirational. I really dig jazz a lot, actually, and would not mind if the rest of my career from this point on was strictly jazz. But also I enjoy doing the alternative things, and I enjoy doing other things. I enjoy neo soul.
Car rides, good loving.
I've been writing since I was 7, but I've been writing poetry since the 5th grade. My English teacher at the time, Miss Scott, every morning she would have us write poetry in our composition books. And one day, one of my friends just like, "Oh, you should turn your poems into songs." And from then on, a lot of people were telling me that, and I was always, actually I was a rapper before I was a singer. And my brother and I would freestyle and beatbox and things of that nature. And then I started recording, being an active singing artist my sophomore year of high school. I'm most grateful to God for the love that people give me and the support that they give to me, because it's so many different other people that they could be paying attention to, they could be listening, and I'm just really grateful when people give me a chance and decide, I think I want to listen to Christian. I absolutely love when people send me messages, personal messages saying "Oh, Chris, you've done something for me with what you're doing." I absolutely love when people send me different Snapchats or videos of them singing my songs or singing along to my songs, and I'm about to cry because that feels so great. It's not too much about the recognition that I receive from all the big people or the accolades from well-known folks, but it's the people who I'm actually touching, who actually, they can relate, they feel something, they understand where I'm coming from, they get it, that feels so amazing. Wow.
Granville, top down, wind blowing, no stop signs, no red lights, we rolling. Willow Spring, Chicago.
Okay, so majority of the work all of the work I've written really has stemmed from a hymnal, a Bible verse, sometimes just a feeling, discernment, intuition, energy, vibrations, the people around me, what's happening around me. I know that I have these really great friends also. I actually just got done doing a song with one of them. His name is Ro, and when he sent me the song, he was just like, go for it. And at the time, I had really just got done reading one of my favorite scriptures, Psalm 1 and 3. And I was like, well, I could write about this. And it talks about, how it talks about being a tree. These people are trees. They are like trees planted by the waters. They cannot be moved. Even when their leaves wither, they still prosper. And I'm just like, oh, this reminds me, you feel me? Even when I fall, I'm still finna do this. And so it's just most of my creative processes come from whatever God gives me, really. That's really how that's done, and I don't even understand it still, but that's how it works. As far as finding a happy space, I think it's all about being still and being quiet. I have a lot of quiet and still days that really help me function. And when we're functioning properly, we're in a happy space. When we're functioning properly, we're able to look at things in like a better way than we are with a clouded mindset or a clouded spirit. Even with writer's block, I think like it just takes with just keep writing, don't stop. Whether it's old lyrics, whether it's from somebody else's work, just write, because from there can come inspiration.
Granville, top down, wind blowing, no stop signs, no red lights, we rolling, Willow Springs.
Okay, so I'm working on my second project. It's entitled Po Black Kids. It's with my friend Miles August. He's a rapper and a producer. He's producing every track on there. And I love this project so much because it talks about us being poor, Black, and children, but not just poor in monetary or poor in material things, but we're poor in love, we're poor in wisdom, we are poor in knowledge, we're poor in spirit, we're poor in truth, we're poor in health. Like, we're poor in a lot of internal aspects as well as physical aspects. A lot of the songs on there talks about being still, it talks about trusting God in the process, it talks about being lost, you feel me? And I love Miles so much also because like he's used to sampling music, but we both agree like with this one we're not sampling anything. It all comes from us, ourselves, nothing else. This is ours, and we gonna work it the best way we know how. And so far we've gotten some of the greatest feedback. Actually, one of my favorite artists from the city actually walked in the studio while the engineer who was helping us was playing it, and he's like, wow, like I like this. And when they told me that, I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, dude, we got it, you here. After that project, I'm gonna work on my own individual project, yet again entitled Vinyl Love. And that project specifically is inspired by Billie Holiday, Sarah Vaughan, Jordan Lewis, a bunch of amazing jazz artists. And then as far as just my life goes, I'm just really just trying to stay in my peace. That's just about it. Just stay in my peace, remain in myself, and remain in God, and allow him to remain in me, and not be focused on like the outside things. Like I really just want to stay in tune and connected. First things first is making sure that you believe in yourself, making sure that you're strong in your faith. I can also say remain yourself authentically, organically, and genuinely, because there will be people out here who will test you in your space, in your own personal space. They will test you and they will try to make you out to be who you aren't. They will tell you you are all kinds of everything that you are not. They will try to change how you view things and who you are and what you believe in, but remain yourself authentically and genuinely and organically, as genuinely as possible. Don't let anybody tell you that you cannot. Be a blessing to somebody else. I think when we remember that, like our gifts are not for us, they're for everybody else. Our blessings are for us to bless others with. I think when we understand that and take a complete grasp of that, we're able to like unattach ourselves from past like artistic endeavors or whatever it is that we're working on, because sometimes we can get attached to those things. We have to learn to do things without attachment. We have to learn to work with people without attachment as well, because when it is time to move on, not saying that with everyone we work with or with everything that we do, we will move on, or it will be a time where we have to let go. But there are a lot of people and things that we will be involved in that we will have to let go at some point. And when we do that without attachment, it is going to be the easiest journey ever. It's going to feel so great, because all it takes is just learning a lesson or embracing our current spaces and current situations. And then that's when, once we do that, we're able to be ready for our next step in our journey, and that feels really amazing. It feels really okay. So I'm Christian JaLon, and I have music on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/Christian JaLon, CHRISTIAN, capital J, capital LON, Twitter Christian JaLon, Instagram Christian JaLon. Thank y'all for listening to me, because I know I talk a lot.
Willow Springs, Chicago, no